Hello and welcome to Dr. Nishant's diary. This one's called Getting Bribed. So yesterday, there's this patient of mine in the ward who's actually a prisoner. He has come from Patiala jail and well, he has a gigantic bed sore, which is not the reason why he's admitted with us. And by the way, what a bed sore is a wound on the back for patients who don't really get up that much, mostly neurosurgical patients. So because of pressure on their back and not moving, back and other places, the skin breaks down and can go as deep as the bone. Well, this guy has got a gigantic bed sore. The bone is completely exposed. But he came to us for there's excessive water in his brain because of infection, for which needed a shunt, which is basically putting a pipe from his brain to his stomach so that the water goes off and he gets better. Well, the surgery happened and it's done. So the patient is actually better, but he needs bed sore dressing. Now I have a sort of methodology when I work here, which is in the beginning you make all the charts, you deliver rounds, check all the critical patients, get all the important work done which is necessary for life-saving, shift patients, assess the patients in the intensive care unit that I'm looking after, and after all that is done, I go look after all the dressings and suture removals and all the other stuff that isn't all that urgent. Now there's the mother of this person who was suffering from a bed sore, kept asking me from morning when I was going to do his dressing. So I told her, yeah, in a while. So at like 10 in a while, at 12 in a while, at 3 in a while, because I normally do it from 4 to 6. Before that I have some tracheostomies to do, some like I said, critical stuff. So by 3 or 3:30, she, I think, got pretty frustrated. So she comes right next to me and starts slipping me a 500 rupee note. I take this stuff very seriously, so I got very angry. I was very sleepy. I got very angry, and I sort of told her, "Why are you doing this? Like, do I look like a guy who's going to take money? That's what you think of me?" And I don't know. I took it on my character. So she was embarrassed. I was angry, and after I was so mad. I actually had to leave, and I went and I had a cup of coffee to cool myself down, and then I really thought about it, and then I think, it's not really her fault. I mean, to her, it's like she's trying her best to get things done for her son, right? So would you. I mean, obviously, I've done that guy's dressing every day at the same time, but she doesn't get it. She doesn't realize that there's a system. She just thinks that this doctor is not going to listen to me until I do something more desperate, like give him money. It was so sad. Like after a while, I just felt really bad for her, and for the patient, although he is kind of a jail inmate. So, but still, she was desperate. She did what she thought goes on in this freaking country. But well, yeah. Anyways, the interesting thing is that patients. This is not the first time that I've been bribed. Every once in a few months, some guy will try some way of getting your attention. I have barely been offered money directly though, like this. That it's just, yeah, it still pisses me off a bit though. I worked really hard. I mean, she can see me working, but still, when I just joined surgery, my senior told me never take a single drop of water from your patient's attendants, not a single drop, and there was a very important reason for that. If you take even a cup of tea from your attendant, he start thinking that that he sort of has done you a favor and he has you in your wing, and this is a very common way. It's really common in our country. So then they expect service from you, which is more than the service from any other patient, and after a while they'll just confront you and say, hey, listen, I get you tea and stuff. So why aren't you seeing my patient, and why are you seeing that other patient who is dying? He doesn't know he's dying, but obviously he's more critical. So, and then sometimes there'll be ways of bribing, such as, I own a diary making store in Chandni Chowk, and I really like your work. So if you want any diaries made for your department, free of charge. I'll get them done for you. I am a watchmaker, so if you have any watches that need replacement or any watches at all, Dark Sub, obviously you can count on me. Just, take care of my patient and stuff like that. People come up with all sorts of stuff, I guess. But, this is the shit that goes on. It's a country where people take a lot of bribes, and that's what they think will work in hospitals as well. Maybe it does work, God knows, in smaller places, private hospitals, maybe nursing homes, maybe, in villages and primary healthcare centers where a lot of my patients come from. Professionalism isn't exactly the key word maybe out there, God knows. But sometimes you just feel, the system is tough on people. Like, it is, and something needs to be done to help people and not have them offer bribes to you, especially a woman who's sliding a 500 rupee note towards me. I mean, yeah, I wish things would have been better.